Open, and we are ready for football at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Minshew, man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They run. It's Gurley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, Gurley. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 27. It's a gain of 6. Moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Gurley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone...
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. 2nd and 13. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Gerald Everett. It's a gain of 11. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll move the chains.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Carolina.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. He was brought down by Michael Davis.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On first down, Stapleton. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Flush to his right.
The quarterback on the scramble.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
The kick is good. Makes the score Falcons 7, Panthers 3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 26-yard line.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Larry Ogunjobi able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew, that's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's going to loft this one deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Gurley. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
now it's Gurley. Down right around the 25.
Todd Gurley, the ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This from 42 yards out.
42-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Falcons 10, Panthers 3.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore.
The pass.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun is Minshew. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. He would call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now
end result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring out the 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
It's a gain of 3 and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down.
Now Minshew.
41-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Eli Apple on the coverage.
Minshew throwing on third down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
15-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And they'll try to run the option here. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
10 at the 17-yard line.
Gurley. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A 4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Try to power it in with Arma. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
I like a fancy playbook as much as anyone, but sometimes, certain situations, they just call for doing the basics.
And that's what they did. Gave it to the big boy, and he got in for 6. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now following touchdown. Hoff-Richter to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey.
The pass.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. He'll drop to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Panthers have the 1st. It's a gain of 12. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
The pass.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
The pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
The pass.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
That's complete right around the 8. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This just a 24-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
Panthers 13.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the 2nd half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this 1st half. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the 2nd half in Week 8 in the NFL. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it 1st on offense in the 3rd quarter. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Christian McCaffrey on the
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
to Gerald Everett. A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
Here's Minshew. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Looking to throw it. Minshew. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
That's good.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
To number 82.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Panthers' 25.
On 2nd down now, Valentine. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
The pass. A fumble on
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And here now come the Falcons. And they are in an absolutely golden spot. It's 1st and goal following the fumble return. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Makes the score Falcons 20, Panthers 13.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Markel Lee, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot, that they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
On first down, it's Gurley. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Minshew sets to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now back to throw. A very quick pass to Ridley. That'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
It's 2nd and inches at the 28-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Again, they run with Gurley. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense. Are you serious?
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And less than a yard.
Going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Derek Brown in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
Falcons 23. Panthers 13.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's to McCaffrey, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Christian McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. A throw over the middle taken in. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, and that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Out of the gun is Minshew. Throw left side complete. That's Townsend.
Minshew's pass complete.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
Now Minshew. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the 1st, but he only makes it to the 34.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch. take the hit and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Not much there, only a yard.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now here's a throw that's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
No.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. So they get the score, still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield.
The pass.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Oh, no.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And that will make this a 4-point game. That time a 6-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down on the scoreboard. 53 ticks to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. He's back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Counting down to 30 seconds remaining. Campbell making the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Defense.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
10 at the 25-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Carolina, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.